Welcome to newsok.com. Thank you for joining us. I'm Scott Wright. She's Gina Mizell. We're here to talk a little Oklahoma State football recruiting. Gina, let's start with the skill positions, so to speak, the offensive weapons that they're bringing in, wide receiver and running back. Running back was a key position that they had to work late into the recruiting process. Talk about what the Cowboys have got there.
Yeah, once Joseph Randall decided to declare for the NFL draft, obviously bringing in two running backs was a big deal. And Corian Webster, a guy from Atlanta, Texas, has been committed for a long time, but they were able to get Rennie Childs late in the recruiting process. He came on a visit in mid to late January, committed just after that, and he's a guy that's kind of was a late bloomer, nearly rushed for 2,000 yards last season in Texas, which obviously is a pretty big feat. So yeah, they seem to be pretty set at the running back position. They needed to add some depth there, and who knows, maybe one of these young guys can come in and compete for time next year right away.
Wide receiver has been a really intriguing position because they've put together so many big-time players. Fred Ross, maybe still a little bit on the fence, been committed to Oklahoma State for a long time, maybe flirting with Mississippi State a little bit at this point. But talk about the three guys that they've got at that position. Yeah,
absolutely. Fred Ross, Marcel Aitman, and Rashad Samples. All three are four-star guys, and that just kind of continues the tradition of Oklahoma State being able to bring in good players at the wide receiving position, which obviously is a huge thing with this offense that they run. So a guy like Aitman is a big guy. He's about 6'5", 200 pounds, and likes to use that big body to out-jump cornerbacks. And he mentioned that Des Bryant and Justin Blackman are two guys he really looks up to, so that's kind of why he committed to Oklahoma State. And again, Rashad Samples, Fred Ross, all good skill guys that should fit just fine in this spread offense. So really the only drama, I guess, going into signing day is whether Fred Ross does keep his commitment. I think it would be a surprise if he did flip to Mississippi State, because he's been committed to OSU for almost a year. He was their first commitment for this class, but who knows with these 17 and 18-year-old kids, sometimes they switch their mind at the last minute.
We'll be all over that coverage on Wednesday, which is signing day. We'll be all over the coverage of the entire class as the signed letters of intent start coming in early in the morning. So stick with newsok.com for all the coverage of Oklahoma State football.